Everyone's favorite psycho Connor Stalions back in some headlines today, and he actually had some interesting things to say. You may remember him as the Bryson DeChambeau lookalike right there, putting on sunglasses and a hat to try to blend in on the Central Michigan sideline, which he evidently just wandered onto in order to steal signs for Michigan. Well, he's trying to make himself relevant again after he got called out by Sonny Dykes, TCU head coach, talking about that 2020 college football playoff semifinal game where TCU beat Michigan, and Dykes is claiming that, well, it's because we kind of knew that they knew our signs, so we changed a bunch of stuff up right before the game, and that caused us to have some big plays in the game. And the interesting part is that Stalion says, well, there were 7 games in that time span that we knew every call for. We had every sign ahead of time. He goes on to list them, some from 21, some from 22. On the list is that TCU semifinal game. He says, we lost 3 of them. That TCU game, of course, being one of them, and he basically just says, we didn't tackle well. Anyone that watched that game, the Michigan versus TCU semifinal game, knows that Michigan would have had trouble defending a parked car in that game. They were terrible. The score was 40 to 40 something, and he's pretty right. Goes on to say, hey, of those 7 games, we won 4. Why? Because we dominated the line of scrimmage, tackled well, blocked, ball security, tackling, running fits, coverage tools. All the reasons that any team wins any football game at any level. This is football. This is not rocket science. It's very interesting when you think about that combined with the fact that everyone has signs. In fact, sign stealing, the article even references it later on, is not illegal. NCAA teams are allowed to steal signs. It's not against the NCAA rules. It's the way in which Connor Stalions did it. He bought tickets to future opponents of the game, stole signs that way, had people go in person. That's illegal. But the idea that teams, when they play other teams, have the majority of their signs, and you have to sort of do some reverse psychology and mess with other teams and call fake signs and all these things, is not foreign to college sports. They had signs, every single sign, in 3 different important matchups and lost those games. Connor Stalions certainly just trying to stay relevant here, but something to think about.